Good day. Hey, looks like my volume is good. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should check Windows real quick. Windows likes to change my audio settings to lower. Nope, it is turned all the way up. Alright. Welcome. I'm just going through playing some Star Trek Online. Decided I'd just stream it. We are basically leveling some characters up to level 11 so I can get access to commendations, so I can use them in the Winter Wonderland. Not too much going on besides that. But back in the last Delta event, I created a lot of these cadets. I create a lot of cadets. Basically, I like to use Delta recruits to get the lithium off of, just because they're easy to do your reputation with, and created them and just never did anything with it. As you can tell, they're still cadets. Basically got the Delta recruit thing and changed off and changed to a different character. But it's just really just want to try to get these up. Actually, I really need to work on them. Try to actually get them going on their reputation, but that probably won't be until after Christmas. Taking a while for it to load up. If you ever notice, this is the percentage for the loading screen right here. So 30-40% loaded. And bam, there we go. Alright, first things first. I'm going to grab some stuff. So this is on my non-test free-to-play account. This is my secondary account that I'm working on currently right now. So move those there. And then we're going to pick up some stuff. We're going to pick up a torpedo. We're going to pick up this. Pick up a shield. The prolonged dynamo. The beam array. And the Sompback lightning. Then rearrange these. That can go because it's going to get removed anyway. This goes here, gets moved to there. And then equip the shield. And equip a torpedo. Equip that, and those will be dealt with later on. Need to adjust these because the game does not know how to get actual proper abilities here. Kit performance and kit readiness are actually pretty important. You really do want those on your character. And then rifle and ranged, because that's what I'm good at doing. And then modify this. Beam damage, crit and crit, and EPS. We'll just go ahead and save that so it doesn't change by the time I make it to space. And then grab some stuff from the store. Mirror only because she gives me fire at will. And then the vanguards. Go ahead and get these. They will end up showing up. Sometimes they show up right away, sometimes they don't. At this moment, it doesn't really matter. And then commission. If you're wondering where those vanguards come from, they come from the... Oops, that's not what I want to click on. They come from the Gamma Pack. I don't think the starter bundle has them. So you would have to specifically get the Gamma Pack. But it's one of the benefits of getting the Gamma Pack. Let's see. Is it even up here? Yeah, it's not even on here. The other expansion pack that gives you bridge officers is the Delta, which gives you the Delta Rising. But I'm not going to worry about those right now. Alright.
Welcome to the very good.
Skip. Skip.
Potter, just check.
And sit in the chair. Skip this.
An unexpected absolute end. They might.
Skip this.
Right.
And then go to engineering. Whenever I'm doing this, this is the one point. This is the one point that scares me. Because sometimes this gets bugged. And during the Delta event, it's okay because you can just delete the character and make a new Delta character. But right now, if this breaks, then this character is basically dead in the water. But yeah.
Status report number 1. Very well.
Yeah, it won't switch to this. That's Slummox's voice. I don't pay attention very much to this. I generally have this muted, but the same person doing the same voices over and over and over.
Your training is fulfilled, sir. We are making a push to retake main engineering.
Alright, wait for this update.
Oh, okay. Not good. Not good. It worked. That.
Number 1.
Go. See to the bridge. We will secure main engineering.
It's always so they really do need to come through and actually hire some real voice actors to
The bridge is secure.
do some of these lines.
Help the other.
I don't know who that is, who this RCF is, but they are like on it. I get a invite as soon as I start playing a character. I don't know if one of the people is in my friends list or what, but they get me invited, and
Looks like that phase of training paid off.
it doesn't really matter to me.
We survived.
When I get to actually doing these, if I can't do them because they never have stuff ready, like this probably be something that I end up
He trusted you to
dropping at some point.
all week.
Like if I start doing fleet stuff and I can't do it, then I just drop from the fleet, especially when it's just random invites like that. Alright, so we need to adjust this.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sick bay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage.
Do this. Gonna rearrange the HUD. Move this here. Move PvP here. Technically, I only have PvP here, so I can properly put this here. A lot of times, stuff will be here, and if you have your Devers up, it blocks it. Been doing this so much recently. Put that there. Center that on here. If you set, oh, I guess depending on what your scale is, but if you center it here, it should give this enough room. When it grows, it'll grow towards this way. Adjust those. I need to adjust my stations. Lead us, I can get fire at will. A lot of these don't matter because it's going to be changed anyway. The most non-canon thing ever is to give yourself a bunch of Vanguard. Alright, let's go ahead and adjust this. So, oops. I hate it when you put it right in between the cracks and it disappears. Shields. So I accidentally removed that one. Come on. And put that on there for right now. Make sure to change that. I did not. Adjust this. All right.
Nope. Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship. No rifle.
Logic.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles.
These weapons.
Two more jamming satellites left.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal? Captain, now.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems.
Come on. You want me to use full impulse? Let me do it. Alright.
Multiple Borg vessels on sensors.
Just trying to get through these as fast as possible. I have, as soon as I get them all done, I'm not going to stress about it too much. Probably actually end up working on my Klingon and recruit again on my other account.
These vessels possess shields. Incoming transmission.
Right.
Poor Eisenberg. That's one downside of this is when they added Janeway to it, they kind of removed some of Eisenberg's lines.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
Because he used to have a lot more lines. Not the worst tragedy on this. Zachary Quinto had a lot of lines. Leonard Nimoy had a lot of lines. Back in the original. When they had the old sectors. I guess you can still hear the Leonard Nimoy lines if you're actually traveling around, but the T6 ship kind of makes it so you don't really travel around that much like to them.
So, agreed? I don't. Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I can get with.
We've arrived in the Pollock system, Captain.
I'm gonna equip this other stuff real quick. The Kittimer here, the emergency hologram was Zachary Quinto.
Sensors indicate.
Something.
Sensor.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Yeah, if there was a way for them to get Zachary Quinto back as something,
This is Janeway.
I,
Try re-
I'd actually like that. Zachary Quinto is such a Star Trek fan.
The multi-spatial sensor array has been recalibrated, Captain.
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us. The board.
The Borg are attacking us as well. Give us full impulse to reach us quickly.
It's hilarious to hear Janeway say these lines because I feel like she's in the booth going, "What the hell?" And they're like, "Oh, they're just like tutorial lines."
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
So this is the Zachary Quinto, and it used to be that you would actually board the Kittimer, and you would fight the Borg off the Kittimer, and so we had a lot of lines, like because the ground combat was through him, and yeah.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. I am an emergency medical hologram, not...
The Borg did some serious. We'll send teams to aid. I've linked the Iona points to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
Yeah. And I understand they want to make the tutorial short as possible, and I don't mind that, but I kind of wish, like, there's so much stuff they've removed when they've added new actors, like removing Eisenberg's lines for adding Janeway.
Assemble all of the data. Send us the data so we can begin our analysis.
Drop that so I can...
We have your data. Our tech.
I have 7...
Borg transwarp signatures detected. All hands. Battle.
Yeah, a lot of those Zachary Quinto lines are cut from the original dialogue.
Hold the line. We've beaten them before. We can do it again. Remember your training. You're Starfleet officers. You've got this.
Multiple Borg warp We're outnumbered. There's no way we
They're leaving. Gather position. I want to know where they're going. Concentrate fire on that spear.
Direct hit.
It's actually kind of funny. You can kind of tell what lines.
have to make our way to Vegas. Captain. I just hope we're
I
not
can't
too
even
late.
remember what the actress's name is. I don't know why I can't remember Kate Mulgrew's name, but I do now. I didn't just Google it. You have no proof. You can't see my screen. This is also back when
Mega colony about the impending attack.
when the game first came out. I really think that they were going to make the Borg the big bads of the game. But plans changed and they made the Iconians the big bads. And then foreshadow long travel. Though back in the day, this is how you traveled everywhere. Up until you hit 50. Because there wasn't tier 6 ships, so you struggled to bust your way around the whole map. I'll be honest with you, I miss the old sector maps. I mean, I don't hate the new maps, but I do miss the old sector maps. The whole nostalgic look.
We arrived.
Our hate.
Oh, the Borg! Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
It's funny because the tutorial right now is the most time-consuming thing I need to do in this game. The 3 to 11 tends to go pretty quick. And if these weren't Delta recruits, I probably would have skipped the tutorial on these. But unfortunately, with the recruits, you can't skip the tutorial. Start moving towards this group because that's where we need to be.
Captain.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Roger that, Starfleet. Bullshit. Pull back.
Captain, the Borg. Captain, that's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Too late. Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
You know, the problem with the Borg is that they're so blunt force on a simulation. If
We have to help them.
if they acted more like a virus
Thank God.
on their simulations,
You have to help us.
the Borg threat would be a little bit more scary. So you can actually get multiples of these armors if you don't equip yourself. Though, at this point, because it's only 10, yeah, it's 10 resistance. 10 resistance isn't going to break the world. You could easily just not worry about the 10 resistance. And just not equip it, and you'd survive the same as either way.
You can also view your ship's equipment.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh no. We're too late.
What the?
Please, get us out of here.
Yeah, you can save these people from if you don't get too close to them, and they zone out. But you don't get anything for it. I've checked to see if there's an accolade, and there's not.
Thank you.
That was close. Thanks.
I apologize. I don't know, but first.
This is probably one of my favorite bridge officer, story-wise, because he was just random security on a plane that get overtaken by a Borg, and then he becomes your security officer on the ship.
Remember when we thought fighting a Borg sphere was the worst thing that could happen today?
Oh, that's kind of funny. I didn't realize that they that because the game thinks you're gonna have your starter bridge officers, and so the starter bridge officer is was one of these two guys, picture wise, but it was the voice of the engineer. Sweet.
Thank you for everything.
All right, Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
Oh, his name is. Oh, I guess it is Coles. It's really funny. So, like, they seem not to care about any of these these assimilated citizens, but except for the captain at the end.
We played poker last night.
Look over there! That drone, it's Captain Taggart! The Borg are so, what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
I'm gonna go with evil. These lines. The writing's only bad if you think about it.
We need to help Captain Taggart! The ship is transporting anyone that can...
You are doing them a favor for taking them out of their nightmare. I guess so. I guess that's one way to look at it. The only thing is they're already mentioned as disconnected Borg. At least that's what Zachary Quinto is talking about. Yeah. So the fact that they're disconnected seems like they would be very easy for them to bring them back. I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Never thought I wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
Every time I get to this part, I'm reminded of the opening sequence to Lower Decks. Just kind of want to just fly away, like the Cerritos does. Hey, I'm saved.
Done well. Now let's finish this.
Yay, we did it.
Sorry about the... Oh, I want you...
We need to get the civilians to...
Got past the hard part.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright. That's not what I want to click on. Slow crawl back to ESD. We shall go and equip that. Back in my day, this is how we all flew through space. At Warp 5. Going from planet to planet till 20 minutes. I didn't know there was a difference. I do know, well, they had the bridge because they created missions out of them. I didn't know it was, they had different bridges on each one of them, but yeah, it's ships and bridges and that bridge. I obviously do not have that on this account. This is a pretty bridge. Though the best bridge is the Decor Bridge, which I think you still can get for free for a couple more days. On the from the Grand Negus ship. Yeah. So one thing to always keep in mind about this game, and it's been mentioned a lot. This is a the experience that you have in Star Trek Online is not intended ever to be a canon event. It is completely a theme park. And so a lot of times when they do something, whether it's a bridge or something along those lines, they're doing it on the aspect of what context does that mission have within the greater expanse of Star Trek. And if one bridge makes more sense over another, they're probably going to choose that bridge, even though they switch back and forth. It's just like with 7 and 9's costume design switches back and forth from her Voyager 7 and 9 to the Picard 7 and 9. It's basically the exact same thing. Thank you for the like, by the way.
Greetings. How can I assist? An encounter? That's protocol. That's not entire. I see.
Your future self has a Tesseract communication receiver. Using this device,
You showed
will
now.
open the Delta
Don't mention.
Recruit UI.
It does kind of show what version of the game.
We have a face it. Don't and you under. You will be assigned to the Klingon front.
Grab that. Grab some stuff from down here when I'm over here. I'll be honest with you. I don't think they're remastering any missions anytime soon. It's all about time and money. They can barely keep remastering the missions they're releasing right now. So, um, but yes, it would be nice if they went through and brought back some of the old missions that have been removed, update the missions that they have currently right now. But again, like the chance of that actually happening is probably not going to happen. Okay. First things first. Grab the best ship to. Why am I? Oh.
You can also open the UI by clicking on this window.
Grab the best ship to level up with. Actually, technically, the second best ship. Well, see, here's the thing. So now there's going to be 3 versions of Earth Space Dock. There's going to be the original version of Earth Space Dock that shows up in a couple of the missions during the Dyson and during the Dyson missions, and in the storyline, that space dock gets destroyed during I think it's Incursion or something. It's the last mission within the Dyson storyline. And then there's the second space dock, the one that we're currently have in the game right now, and then there's the Picard space dock that's coming here soon. So there are going to be missions because there's a lot of missions with this space dock that we have here, and then there's going to be missions with the new space dock. I'm assuming if they ever come out with something that's based on that space dock. So you're gonna get all kinds of reminders of old versions. And another good example is that I'm not sure they're going to be available on this character just yet, but there are 2 versions of Deep Space Nine because it got upgraded, and so there are some missions that takes you through the old Deep Space Nine. And those are interesting to watch. I'm going to go AFK for a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I mean, yeah. I mean, I I just don't see them remastering anything, unfortunately. I I just honestly don't think that's in the cards for the game because there is so much stuff they would have to remaster if they were going to, unfortunately. And I think it's just cheaper for them to just pretend like it just doesn't happen. I could be wrong. Hopefully, I am. If they do remaster it, then good on them. And I mean, I guess it's all possible that they have gone through and made an effort to change some stuff up. So, all right. So let's go ahead and ready this. So this is a legendary flight deck carrier. This is beneficial because this basically is a 5-2. Level 3. Yeah, so even though it shows these weapons right here locked down, they will still fire in combat. Just gonna pull these off. Then dry deck. So the rest of that stuff is going to be destroyed. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a whole bunch of consoles on this. And I have a spreadsheet that I use. Basically, on this account, I'll just show you it. This is basically the best consoles I have for this account. And so, oops, didn't mean to do that. And so, yeah, so I have basically I've made a list of my best consoles. Not to say these are the best consoles. They're just the best consoles that I have, and makes it so that I can build up a ship pretty quick. So first things first, I need this so I can get the Bajoran Interceptor. And then, oops, that's not what I wanted to click on. Go to ships, go to Klingon, go to the Martok. I have the Martok for the console that comes on the Martok. I have multiple ships that actually gives me that console, but this is the easiest way to get it. Then the Iwani for its console and its fighters. Then the Glen for its console. And then the Bozeman for its console. And then back to event stuff. If I could just click on the right thing. So this temporal disorder console. I don't know if it's really good, but whenever I use it, it just seems to do a lot of damage. It's supposed to make copies of your ship, and if it's making actual legitimate copies of your ship, if your ship is geared out, it actually would make it better. And that should be it. Go ahead and pop these open. For Domino. Pavo. And Fleet Network. And the weaponized. Tachyon. And then this console. Pop and torpedo. Then, oops, that's not what I wanted. Wanted him. I'm using the Vanguards because of the bonuses they give to damage. And spread engines and hazards. Oop. Oop. I still need some stuff off of my. I need to remember to get my EXP boost. Because that is important too. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, being someone who's played this game for a very long time, I actually miss the older version of Space Dock. I'm not going to say it was a better version of Space Dock, because it wasn't. But I still miss it. Why is that visible? That should be hidden. Rearrange HUD. Put you there. Then, oh, you can change these guys out to the better ships. Domino. All right. Oh, a couple more things I need to do. Need weaponized and overpowered. If you're curious on why I have these without unlocking anything on the traits, is because these are legendary traits. And overpowered, overgunned is a really good trait. Need to go grab my EXP boosts, and then we'll be off to the races. And if you're wondering where you can get these EXP boosts, they are available during the first contact event in April's. Get rid of these. Never gonna use them. What I want to do. All right.
Thank you for coming to our aid.
I can see all the weapons are firing, even though they're locked down. And the only ship that's better than this one to level up with is the standard flight deck carrier.
That rift's unstable. We need to hurry, or those ships won't make it.
That you can get from the Muds bundle, because the weapons are put on here different. That this slot is also filled.
Thank you for coming. A blessing.
Yeah, if you're leveling through a bunch of characters, this ship is kind of worth the legendary bundle.
That's one less rift to worry about. Let's regroup with the market.
I got use the improved hangar space. Yeah. I'm only level 3, so I won't have that trait because it requires. Make sure I'm turned. And the fun starts. Yeah, generally if you kill these guys pretty fast, they'll drop a lot of loot. One of the reasons why I like this patrol is because they'll come in waves for 5 minutes, so it'll keep on sending them. So the faster you kill them, the more stuff you'll get. The Type 7s is what I have on them right now. If I wasn't using the Type 7s, I would use the Alliance fighters. Type 7s are off the Wanis. Here, I'll show you. Those right there. They're good because they give a attack beta debuff on them. Do that right there. Yeah, so the Awani science carrier comes with the Type 7s. They're basically considered the best tanker pets in the game, just because of the attack pattern beta and the closed sensor pass on them. The higher versions you get, the better the attack pattern beta and the closed sensor pass you get. But it matters. It really does. The thing about Star Trek Online, it really is intended to be an AoE game. The more AoEs you can do, the better it is. And they have Fire at Will with attack pattern beta on them, which means, I guess this looks like the lower version doesn't have attack pattern beta, or Fire at Will, but the higher versions do. Yeah, skill points. The Mirror Universe shuttles are good. It's just that when it comes to just like pure beneficial damage, and they don't do a lot of damage. The Type 7s. But just on pure beneficial, the attack attack pattern beta is just way more beneficial than any damage that a fighter would do, because it's affecting your damage, not the fighter damage, and you will always do more damage than your fighters will. All right, we're gonna go do the 9th rule. That's the other one that has waves upon waves of enemies.
Looks like there was a fight.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
Lead the way. Shurgat will follow.
The Awani.
Reading a single Ferengi vessel Marauder class.
From the 14th, but you can get it separate from the 14th.
I thought that. Leave enough of their ship for now.
Matter of fact, the Iwani is actually one of the best sea source ships because it's not just the fighters that are good on it. The console, which is this one right here, is also good.
Well, there's
So it's pretty high on the list of just general ships that you should get on your account. I'm not sure if very many people fly the Iwani, but the stuff that comes with it is really good. And so the Iwani is this right here. All right. Clean up my trash. And then we got one more to do, which is almost up to 11, so we'll do a wanted, which is a really quick one. And that should put us above level 11.
Well fought. Modron's on his way.
Alright. We'll deal with that in a moment. Drop heat down here. So basically, what happened is that it used to be that it was good, but then when the 14th came out, the it that one shuttle basically just there is an S tier shuttle and then there's B tier shuttles basically. The Type 7s are S tier. There are some B tier shuttles, and then a bunch of D tier shuttles. But the difference between the Iwani shuttles, the Type 7s, and the other shuttles is significant. But yeah, it's a good. It's a good shuttle. If you're doing a superior aerial denial build, then you'd actually want to go with something that has pulse cannons. But yeah. It just it's just like a perfect example of power creep in the game. All right, we are at level 7 or level 11.
We have the suspect in custody.
And that's the reason why I'm trying to get to level 11. Ooh, why am I slow? There we go. Go talk to Farah. Get my duty officers. How long am I streaming? Probably at least for another hour and a half. Alright, go ahead and grab you. Head back at their space dock. Move these down. Just use them. So. I mean, Valkyrie fighters. The Valkyrie fighters are good for superior area denial. So I mean, they're good. Let's do. Pull this down. This down. Pull these off because I want to save them. Then anything blue. Oops. Alright. Oh, I want to keep that. Alright. Now I have my duty officers. Just gonna head over there.
Welcome to my. What is it? What is it?
And so basically, what I use this for is I do the duty officer missions for the Winter Wonderland, because you get the ornaments and all that stuff. I get them because I use them on characters. Plus, it's a good way to make some credits. So, because you can sell the stuff on the exchange. Generally, want to do that in July-ish or something like that. But the items that you can purchase off of it are pretty good. For especially if you just starting out a character that you just are just using. Where is Fringy Merchant?
Loves all the little creatures,
Oh
even
God.
you.
So like there's a Breen set here that you can get. The Anchors of Grethor, the engineering. These are really good, and the player version of it is also very good. It's actually Anchors of Grethor is one of the better kit modules in the game. It does require you to be engineering, but it is very good. If you see somebody drop a fire that chains out and grabs a whole bunch of people and pulls it in, that is the Anchors of Grethor. So I am going to switch accounts real quick. Because we are going to start the duty officer missions. The paperwork, and these reset every 4 hours, so this reset about 40 minutes ago. What's that noise? Oh, there's a snowman thing's going on. Alright. fun paperwork. And the thing is that if you have characters that can do duty officers missions, you should be at least doing these, because the stuff you can get from the winter event is just beneficial. There's a nice vanity shield, the Fakiri vanity shield. Kind of gives your ship a rusted look. So if you, where are you, Ferengi merchant? Space equipment. This one right here. It looks pretty nice. Gives your ship a like a rusted look. So if you're playing a theme build where your ship's kind of old, then it kind of gives it that nice little aged look. And if you're wondering why my characters don't have real names on this account, it's because I don't really plan on playing them. This was a test account that just kind of got out of hand. I was testing stuff on it, and then I started doing doing events on them. That's how it works. Sad thing is, I have to do this through a lot of characters. At least the ship that they have for the winter event this year is a good ship. Ooh, I did not notice that guy there. Though I have a theory on why they have started giving us full spec event ships. So let me pull up another spreadsheet. I like my spreadsheets. let's see, was which one was it? Bundles. It was this one. So I was going back just looking at ship releasements, and so like it's better if I just do this. Yeah. Once you know there's duty officer missions for the event, and unfortunately this is the only big event that has duty officer missions on them. The summer doesn't. The what you call it? The first contact doesn't, like, none of the other ones have like duty officers you can do, but this one does, and it makes it really easy because the stuff that you can get from it is super useful. But so I have a spreadsheet and just tracking and when bundles are coming out, and for the last couple of years, we should have had a bunch of bundles that came out in the last half of the year, but we didn't have any bundles that came out in the last couple of years, and we didn't even have a legendary bundle that came out in the second half of the year, and these are all just like C-store bundles itself. Now we did have two bundles that came out earlier this year: the Tyson bundle and the Heritage bundle. But it's been dead silent on C-store bundles. Now there was let's see, Thomas Marone did a spoiler for a new ship that could be the Heritage 2 bundle, or it could be an anniversary bundle. Nobody knows. Hopefully it is an actual just a C-store bundle. Though generally speaking, at this late in the year, so December normally you didn't have a bundle, and January normally didn't have a bundle. It was always the anniversary bundles at that point, and in February. So there could be a possibility they have another Heritage bundle coming out, but it doesn't look that way. So I'm under this assumption that the reason why we're getting event ships that are full spec now is because we're going to see less C-store bundles. And that's unfortunate, though it does make kind of sense. It's because they have said before that they don't make a lot of money out of the C-store bundles. I think the Heritage bundle technically was their best selling bundle for a very, very long time, since the 10th anniversary. But when it comes to the overall pricing, they make more money off of the promo ships and the lockbox ships. So I'm under the assumption that you just don't expect to see a lot of more ships in the C-store. I just, that's the way it seems to be heading, especially with the last 7 months. That's not getting anything in the C-store. We got a lot of promo ships. We got a lot of lockbox ships, but we did not get anything in the actual C-store. So that's a thing that's happening, unfortunately. Now, I don't have proof. I have no insider information. I can only go off of the pattern of what's currently happening right now. And that's what the pattern's showing me, is that they probably will not be releasing too many more C-store ships. I'm not a fan of the idea, though. I mean, I like the idea of them giving us viable event ships, like ships that are actually pretty good. Ooh, go ahead and hit that one up. But yeah, I don't like the fact that we're not going to get affordable new ships.
A wise man can hear profit in the wind. I have winter items for a bargain.
Yeah, man. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it for right now, because this is what I'm going to be doing for probably the next 20 minutes anyway. But if you have liked what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified if I stream or post a video again. Do appreciate those who have come to hang out, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.